we're here. I got to Luis's apartment. He's gonna show me around, and I'm looking at it right now. And guys, it looks nice. It looks very nice. So first thing I see is this bamboo wall, and check out the decoration here. Luis.
Yes. What's up, Dave?
Hey man, how you doing?
What's up, everybody?
You want to show us around your apartment real quick?
Yeah. So this was a modern apartment when we first got in. It was pretty new. So I like the rustic country style that I wanted to put it in. Like, so it feels like you're on vacation all the time.
Yeah.
So we did the kitchen. You know, this is the balcony here.
Wow. And look at that. You're working over here.
Yeah.
Not too bad. The balcony. Look at this. Look at this view, guys.
So right now we're on the 25th floor. There's 26 floors here, so we're 2 floors below. You know? So we did the ceiling here too.
The bamboo. And you mentioned you're from New York, right?
Yeah, I'm from New York, Long Island. From
Long Island.
So I'm planning my this is all planning my retirement here. I'm a fireman there.
A fireman.
Yeah, New York. So I'm about to retire in about two and a half years.
Okay, I didn't know if you were retired already or not. And your laundry room's right here?
Yeah, the laundry room.
You got the
right
barn door going?
Yeah.
Barn door. Nice. And when I think of New York, I don't think of barn doors and New York City and all this.
No. Actually, my house in New York looks like this a little bit.
Nice, I like it.
And this is, we redid the whole bathroom too, same thing, you know,
Wow.
like country, rustic style.
I love it. Are you Colombian?
Yeah, Colombian, yes.
And
so I have dual citizen. I moved to the States when I was about 10 years old.
Okay.
You know, and I've been there since.
Here's the, want to show me this room, I guess? Yeah.
This is the master bedroom.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm liking it. So for you guys who've never been to Latin America or other countries outside of the States, rooms tend to be smaller than in the States. It's not oversized.
So walk-in closet.
There we go.
And then the bathroom, we just finished this one too, redoing this one.
I like it. But this is, being from New York, the apartments are about this size too in New York, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm from Texas, so in Texas everything's just
big.
massive.
Yeah, everything's big.
But I prefer this. I prefer a smaller place, more compact and more, you know.
Especially we use it. We were getting an apartment because we wanted to get a finca. So the apartment was more to like have a place to come in and look, you know.
I like that. I like it. It's the second bedroom.
So,
you guys have children, right?
my wife from her first marriage.
Okay.
Older kids, like 32 and 26.
Okay. And they stay here with you guys, or they're back home in the States?
They, actually, one is staying. He just went out with his girlfriend, you know.
All right.
So he's staying here at the finca too, you know.
But they grew up in the States.
Yeah, they were born in the States. Yeah,
Okay.
Both of them were born in the
And he came over here and found a good Colombian girl.
Yeah, he's like a friend type of thing, you know.
All right.
No, nothing solid, you know.
So did y'all purchase this place? Y'all obviously you purchased
We
it.
purchased it, yeah. When the building, they're doing 3 units here. So when they first were finishing this one, I bought the unit already built. So it cost a little more. But you know, when I saw it, I was like, yeah, this is it. You know, with at the floor. Then they got the second building already done, and then they got making a smaller one. You know.
And guys, it was about a 20-minute walk from the station, and from the main park in Sabaneta, it took me about maybe 12 minutes, so it's close. So you have very
so
good...
the issue, so let me explain the issue. One of the issues, I wanted an apartment to be in a place where you feel like you're on vacation, and so we did a lot of research. I mean, I have friends, family here, and we did a lot of research all over Medellin to see where we wanted to get the apartment and where we wanted to get the finca. So I wanted to get the apartment in a place where you feel like you're on vacation, where it's always moving. And Sabaneta is one of the best places for that. I feel every day there's people, different people down there.
It's true.
So when I saw this apartment, I told the lady, I said, I want to see how long it takes me to walk to the church. It depends on how long it takes me, I'll buy it. It took me 7 minutes to walk from here to the church, and you know.
How long it take you walk? How long it take you walk back though?
Oh, a while, because you stop everywhere. You know?
Yeah, in that hill, that massive hill.
The hill, yeah, but the walk that, and the walk is nice. You know, you got the exit, you have the bank, you got restaurants. You know, So yeah, it's a really really nice walk.
Is-
This is a great place. Sabaneta is incredible, you know.
So true. And it's safe. It's safe here.
Very safe, yeah, very
Mhm.
safe. You know, you're still away from the city. You know, because they still, this is like it's still developing. You know, it's still developing. So.
I like it. I mean, I think you made a good choice. And you got your barbecue pit here?
Yeah, barbecue. I made it. I hooked it up to the gas.
Very cool,
And
man.
they're doing the pool down there. You see that the pool should be open.
Oh, I'm scared of heights, but I see. Yeah, there's the pool. There's the soccer field. Very cool. And your finca, how much did it cost for your finca to buy? Or did you already mention how much this place cost?
No, I didn't. I didn't mention it. At the time when I first bought it. It was almost 2 years ago when I bought it. It was 350,000 pesos. I still get confused with that.
350 in pesos. How much was it in dollars?
It was like 100. The way I did the conversion then, it was like $130,000.
100. And how many years ago did you buy it again?
2 years ago.
So
right now they're going for like 500. You know?
500 million pesos.
Yeah, like 500. Yeah.
Okay.
Like I said, I get confused with the pesos.
So 2 years ago you bought it for 100
For like
and
three, you know, in pesos. 2 years ago I bought it for like 350.
350
right?
million.
Right now they're going for like 480 to 500.
Yeah, you got in early. You got in early. So
on the third tower.
do you remember what the conversion rate was at that time? 2 years ago was
No,
that?
because I had the money here way before.
Uh-huh.
Way before, which you know, I brought it in when it was lower. You know, I
Yeah.
had it a few years because I bought a lot in Copacabana, and I ended up selling it.
Oh, okay.
Because that was where I was going to build the finca, and then there was issues, and then I ended up selling it, so I had the money here for like 5 years already, you know.
Okay, okay.
So, yeah, and then I had to send more, you know, for the finca now.
All right. So around 100 and what do you say, 140,000?
Like $130,000.
130,000.
The way I converted it was like about 130,000.
But that's a great deal. I mean, for this.
No,
then-
the deal was incredible. Yeah, the deal, and I mean the area. You see the area.
The area
It's
is
a great
super
area.
nice.
The building is beautiful. You know, yeah. No, this is a good buy, man. And everything, and you know, for people that want to buy from other places, the transactions when you're dealing with correct people, very smooth. Very. This is my first property. The finca's the second, and both of them incredible. Smooth transactions, you know.
No problems
no worries,
moving money
no
over.
issues, no nothing, no.
Uh-huh.
If you're doing it right and they doing it right, it should be no issue.
How do you recommend? What do you recommend to do it right? What's the way to do it right?
Finding the right person to you know, to like my wife's cousin. They know about construction. They build a tower, like a 22-story tower in Copacabana. So they know about construction. They know about areas. They know about, you know, materials, everything. And finding people that know about all that, it helps you out because they're the ones who brought us to these people that make the tower, the building. And they're like top 3 in the country. You know, they're up there. They're not like, you know, you see a lot of people, a lot of new construction that they walk away from it. You know, so a lot
They
of
don't
people
finish
lose
it.
their money. Yeah,
That's right.
They spend the money and they end up losing their money. So you got to know the top builders. You know, and this was like on the top 3, and they, you know.
Did you guys get a lawyer involved or anything?
No lawyers.
Nothing.
That's another issue, that the guy knows about laws, knows about land, knows about material, knows about, you know, construction. So it was good that he was able to like do all the research. Like this didn't really need too much research, you know, because the company is well known. The finca needed research, you know, because you wanted to know that everything was right, you know. So he did all the research.
Okay.
So with the finca, right, within a week, the whole transaction was done. Within a whole week. From the time we looked at it on video, the time we came here on a Wednesday, by next Thursday, by 12 o'clock, we already owned it. That's how smooth the transaction was.
So he looked, because like you have to do the research on the title, like any past.
That's what he did.
Like,
Yeah, he did. Within that week, he did the research on the title, and that nothing was owed, and that the people who owned it was the right people who owned it. You know. So
And this was your wife's cousin.
yeah, like my wife's cousin. Yeah.
He's a builder by trade.
He's also a builder. He should have been a lawyer, a builder. Yeah, a very impressive person. Yeah. Very
All right,
impressive
all
guy.
right. Well,
You know?
so guys, so you guys can know. I mean, if you know good people, go for it. But if you don't, then find a very trustworthy lawyer to help you out in that situation, because you can't fall into traps where you purchase something. They don't do, like, there's no title company here in Colombia.
No, they don't do
Not
that.
like in the States.
You know why you're gonna see a lot of issues that you got to be careful. Like a whole family will own a property.
That's right.
And one person will decide to sell it without telling anybody else.
Exactly.
He'll sell it, and then also the family is knocking on your door.
Exactly.
You know? So
That's right.
you gotta be careful with that. You know?
The inheritance, like everybody is how do you say, what's the word, has a part to the inheritance. Everybody,
Inheritance, yeah,
they have a
and they
piece
do
of the pie.
It here a lot where parents leave like everything to their kids, but they all have to share the piece of land or the property, and one decides to sell it behind everybody else's back, so you got to be careful.
That's
with
right.
like that.
And every family, not every family, but a high percentage of families have that one bad apple.
Yeah,
Right, that one
that's the
brother
that's gonna
gonna just go sell it and then move
it.
it.
That's the guy that's a gambler and a drinker.
Right.
That's the guy that needs money for that.
And,
yes.
and he's looking for a gullible foreigner who
Yes.
doesn't know how things are
No.
going. Take
So
the
if you
money.
if you're talking to somebody and you see red flags, man, back away. It ain't worth it. You know?
I would. I mean, you're Colombian. Do you have family still here in Colombia?
One uncle. That's it.
One uncle. And your wife?
My wife has most of her family here.
She's Colombian as well.
Yeah,
At what age did she moved to the States?
When she moved by 30 years ago.
Okay, so you guys have that connection. You know, you guys have. Even though I've heard horror stories, of Colombians who from the States, and their own family members here in Colombia kind of screwed them over.
That way you send money, a lot of things.
Right.
You send them money over there, and they spending it here. You think that they doing stuff with it, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
No.
So I've heard horror stories. So
even the same family would thank you, man, you know?
And that's not just Colombians. That's almost everywhere in the world. But I would highly recommend. This is me, David, speaking. Find a very good lawyer or a lawyer agency, whatever they're called, and have them check everything. Because again, there's no title company here. There's nothing like that in Colombia. And there's other things too. If buildings have been built with drug money.
Yes, they checked it like that. They check that a lot. They want to know where your money came from.
No,
like
I mean,
I had to do.
Well, if like for example, drug people
Will
use
build
their money to
money.
launder money to build buildings and then sell it.
And then sell it, or sometimes they get caught in the middle of the project, and then the government takes
The
everything.
whole thing away.
Takes
So
the
you
whole
lose
thing.
all your money
Or
too.
you lose the money, yes. You know, so you gotta be careful with stuff. Yeah, you gotta be alert down here, man.
Yeah,
It's
well, if you
crazy.
got the money, you can get a property super easy. But then you can also get yourself into a pickle.
Yes, you gotta take your time and know who you're dealing with. That's the main thing, man. You gotta know who you're dealing with, because people are slick down here, man.
100%,
Yeah,
100%.
they're very slick, you know?
So I'm happy that y'all's transactions went through.
Yes.
How long ago did you buy the finca?
We bought it in June. We just got it.
Oh yeah, all right.
Uh-huh.
And you mentioned me in the email that you have a pool and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I can show you. That's where you should listen. If you go there, you're not gonna want to leave, bro. It's like, you know what they call it? Like everybody that's been there, they call it a spa before getting to heaven. You know, like getting closer to heaven. You know.
Yeah. The stop before heaven, the rest stop before heaven.
Yes, that's beautiful. It's incredible, and it's funny because it's bigger, but it looks like my house in New York, which is incredible. For me to find something like that I was able to find something like that it looks just like the house in New York but bigger. You know.
That's awesome. So let me ask you, what made you guys decide to come back to Colombia? I mean, you moved when you were 10.
Yeah, no, but I always wanted to come back, because we always come back. Every year we will come back here. I have dual citizenship, so I love Medellin, and we had 2 places to retire. We were gonna pick 2 places. I was looking at 2 places to retire. It was Medellin, because we travel a lot. Me and my wife travel like all over the world, and it was Thailand. Those were the 2 places that I was looking to retire.
Big difference.
Yeah, big difference. Yeah, I picked this place because of the language. You know, it feels better when you know the language and you know the culture. You know, and Medellin is incredible, man. So
that's all. And what is y'all's family, like your uncle and your wife's family, think about you guys coming back?
they're happy. They're fine with it. It's just say, you got to be careful down here. You got to be careful when you're down here. But yeah, that's the only downside here. The security. But I think if you're a good person, if you're on the right path, I think you have a good chance of being all right.
Excellent. Excellent. What do you miss about the States, though?
I don't know if I'm gonna admit, one of the main reasons I want to leave New York is the weather, man. It's just so cold for so long, That's the main issue.
And it's not even a pretty cold. It's not like a nice snow.
No, it's like a depressing cold, like depressing. It hurts, the cold down there, and they're getting worse, and the winters are so long, Yeah. Like if I was to live in the States, it would probably be Miami, Florida. I lived there before, and I loved it years ago. But if I was to stay in the States, it would have been Miami.
Okay. Okay.
But
that's awesome. So, and let me think of any other questions. Any other things, like suggestions? Because we're getting, let's see, any other suggestions to people who thinking about coming to Colombia and just want to make the move over here?
Don't be afraid, man. I think, especially, if you're living from a retirement in Colombia, you're going to live like a king here. Don't be afraid that you could do it, man,
Okay.
You can definitely do it.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent.
It's just finding the right people to help you do it with, So,
and you mentioned, like, you're not retired yet. You're
2.5 years from
2.5 years to go.
Yeah.
So you gotta, obviously you're gonna get a pension coming in for being a fireman. Thank you for your service, of course.
No problem.
Yeah.
Love the job, man. And I'm also a day trader.
Oh, my uncle was a fireman. He retired fireman for many years in Texas.
Oh, he did. Yeah.
Yeah. He got a good pension. I'm not sure. In Texas, they were, especially. Yeah, I think I'm not sure if it was in Houston or where, but they were really trying to take away the pension.
Yeah,
like they were trying to lower the pension.
Always messing with firemen, always, man. The government, whoever's in charge, they're always trying to go after firemen and cops and stuff like that. Their pensions and everything. Yeah.
Right. Trying to lower that, but it's not. Yeah. You guys deserve it for sure. All right, Luis. So I have a question for you. There's been cases, and some other YouTubers has been putting videos out of people getting in trouble here in Medellin, in Colombia, actually getting hurt or whatever way is. Have you seen those videos on YouTube?
Yeah, I seen some of those videos. Yeah, those people getting robbed and stuff like that. Yeah.
Or those two Americans that were found in the jacuzzi.
Yeah, that's because you falling into the wrong crowd. It's like any country. You go to any country and you start looking for drugs. You start looking for hookers and stuff like that. That's the world you're gonna end up in, that type of world. If you wanna find the right girl, it has to be through somebody that that you trust. At somebody's party, if somebody's at a restaurant and stuff like that. But when you go to these places like this, you're gonna end up in a hole, in the wrong world. And that's how you get in trouble.
That's how you get in trouble. So when you say someone's party, you mean like a family parties, get-togethers?
Get-togethers, or like a nice restaurants and stuff like that, But the other stuff, like I say, parquejeras, you're gonna end up in trouble,
Because the people that move over here and they want to have a good life, a peaceful life, that's the recommendation you get. Because there's some people who get tied up with the wrong people.
That's what it is. Yeah, you end up asking for the wrong things, and that's how you get caught up in that world. So I say, drugs and stuff like that. So
drugs, or not even that, or maybe even like looking for a partner in the wrong location.
Yes.
And that person could have a scheme in mind or whatever, try to take advantage of you.
And I know a lot of people come here for that, But you get in trouble. You did it to yourself. To me, you did it to yourself. Like I say, it happens in every country.
Did you meet where'd you meet your wife, in New York or over here?
In New York. Yes.
In New York. Okay. But obviously, your family's from here. Your wife's family's from here.
From here, yes.
So you guys kind of know
Most
the
of
whole
my
gist.
family, like I said, I only have like an uncle here, but most of my family is in New York.
In New York.
Yes.
But you guys understand how it's go here in Colombia.
Yes,
How?
Yeah,
Okay.
we always try. Like I always came here. I kept the culture, the music, the food. Is still in me.
Uh huh.
It always stayed in me.